Hello. Oh, what have I just done? So today, well, this week, sort of, I've not been playing on Sinji, and instead, the Create Aeronautics mod came out a few weeks ago, I think, and I thought this is a good time to try Create mod because I've wanted to, and so I have. So this is my world. I've made a few things. Ignore that aeroplane; it's not actually mine. That's by some YouTuber over there. Don't want to steal stuff. Anyway, so I'll show you what I've made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. That doesn't really count. Yeah. I've also been discovering Create for the first time, so sorry if this is all very inefficient ways to do things. This car definitely is. So let's start by getting on the car. That's pretty cool. So this was my first car. I thought, yeah, I wanted to make a car, so I made a car. Let's see if I can remember the controls. W to go forwards, I guess, and it steers. It's pretty quick. Everything I've done is powered by a Creative motor so far. I haven't tried to figure out power in this mod yet. I can press shift to go backwards. This is not a very good car. Anyway, it's quite fun, and our benchmark for cars is this ramp, which I made, and the further you go from the ramp, the better the car, in my opinion. So, yeah, you also get this staff thing, which is really cool. You can, like, do stuff. Okay, so that's that car. It's not that interesting. It has Nick's YouTube stuff, because I was trying to figure that out. Right, next is this balloon. It's a balloon. It sort of floats. Get in it. Powered by this hot air burner. The balloon is inspired by one by HardFG on Synergy, who was inspired by the BBC balloon, which I didn't know existed. I think you can turn this up and then the balloon starts rising. These levers are really cool. Yeah, very simple. Just thought I wanted to make a balloon. If I can, I'll come down eventually. Next, I made that like next, but I'm gonna save that for a bit later because I think it's more interesting than the other things. This is my testing vehicle. I was testing just things to see how they worked. So tested a blue piston thing. They're pretty cool, long pistons. It also drives using conveyor belts, which is cool. I'll turn it down a bit. I don't think I can reverse it. It's the wrong Creative motor. I need to turn it down so I can show stuff. So this is it. It just uses these things. Took me a while to figure out the conveyor belt thing, and I learned how to use these display links to put some displays on here. So that shows the speed and the altitude, except it's upside down, and I don't know how to stop it being upside down. Yeah, it can't go up hills, and it's got magnets. Ooh, what happened there? Got magnets, so I can attach it to this, which I thought was quite cool. You can do that. Anyway, then next is this car. I built this after that one, which kind of didn't really work as a car after all. This was just meant to be fast, and that was it. So yeah, it's not easy to drive. I've made this really long road, and this thing that is on it uses these laser things, and when you go through this laser, it detects it, I hope. Yeah, detects it. And you go all the way down here, and you'll see this clock has started to run, except it hasn't. Maybe I need to... That's meant to switch on, which starts a clock. I don't... Except it doesn't seem to be very reliable. But you do that, and then... It doesn't make sense. Do that, and then goes through this display thing, which should be off, I think. Because this is off. Yeah, it doesn't really work very well. And that's meant for this thing to turn off, which it has. And then this unblocks. Also, I don't know why there's wind noises. I just downloaded a mod pack. Those switch on. This switch is on. It's meant to switch on. Anyway, that's meant to start a clock, which puts items into this create chest thing. And that counts up your time, and then you go through here and it stops it. And then you can reset it. Anyway, it was working yesterday. I guess it stopped working. It was so I could test the speed of this car. So that car over there got about 50 or 60 items. So let's see how fast this one is. That's the speed. So let's go like that. And this is the steering. And then this lever is reverse, and this one I forgot. So let's go. Really hard to steer. And that's it. My head it was cooler. Right, so that time the time thing did sort of work. And I got 28, which I think is way too quick for my previous test. I got like 40, so I think this is maybe wrong. Maybe I'm going to reset the items. I'm meant to go through there. So yeah, that's this. Let's see if we can go around the corner. Up a ramp or something. Oh, good point. I'm gonna put it on the ramp, because this actually gets really far on the ramp. Like, the reason why there's a balloon on that other car is I wanted to see if I can make it float across this gap, and that didn't work. So then I just tried to build a quicker car with these smaller wheels, and it went so much further. So we try and line this up and just go full speed. It goes so far. It's so cool. And it lands in water, but they all land in water. So that's that car. Very cool. So I'll leave that there. And I think it's time for this car. Okay, so I'm back. I'm under the blue. Next is this car. So this is a crazy looking car. Started off as me trying to make like all-purpose car that you could drive around in survival. And then I wanted to see how far I could get across the gap, so I put a balloon on it and some fans. Or propellers, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, loads of creative motors. Not very creative. I mean survival friendly. So yeah, I'm gonna turn these on, which are those fans. See, they're off, and then you can turn them on. Right, it just means we can drive. This lever is speed, so that is slow. And then you go quicker. then reverse is much nicer than the first car. Right, so if we do that. So you can drive. The fans are to stop the balloon lifting you up, because if I do that, then it's really hard to drive. It's quite fun though. I've not actually tried to do the speed test like this. Yeah, so we put these fans on. You can see we don't get very far on the ramp, and that was with the fans kind of pulling us. So So yeah, those fans pull you down. So then I thought, well, I'll try and fly across. So that sounds like a good idea. So I think if I press shift, no, control, these fans change direction. So then maybe we try and do this, but then it kind of pulls us back. Also on like stabilizer things, which are meant to help, doesn't really. Yep, so that's that, and then so then I put a big fan on the back, see if that does anything. So that, I think, I'm gonna, yeah, space. I press space and turn this like that. Space stops that spinning and the lever controls the speed. So if I do that, and then shift stops these ones spinning. So we've got this, and then you're going to see the plan coming into action. We drive forwards and then swap those fans and put the big one. And you'd think it would work a bit better, but it doesn't really, even if I try and like control it. It's really hard to do anything. Gone across actually, better than most of the time. So yeah. So that's that car. I think it's pretty cool. It's a bit silly. Yeah, so those are all my land vehicles, if you can call that a land vehicle. And then I decided to make a plane. That plane I chucked over there some time ago. That was from a YouTube video. I just wanted to see how planes work. I made this before I saw that. Yeah. It's really, really hard to drive this thing, so I'll give it my best shot. That controls on and off. This, I think, is the controls. So it's just that and that. That is it. And yeah. Right, let's see if I can stay in the air. That's, I think, the main thing. So you fly, and then it really struggles to tilt down, but tilting up is fine. I built these hoops, but I haven't actually gone through them yet. And there's no space to make the, like, ruddery thing turn, so you have to turn by rolling the plane, which is not easy. Anyway, so this is the aeroplane. I'll see if I can go around this island, I guess. It's really hard to control. And then you crash. And then I've realised there's no point trying to save it, you're just going to have to try again. I'll try once more and then we'll say the video's over. And then comment down below if I should make more create stuff. I mean, I probably will, after what you say. Alright, we're going that way. It seems Let's see how well this works. Oh, I'm turning without meaning to. I think this plane, if you're good at flying planes in Create and whatnot, then you could probably fly this better than I can. I am absolutely terrible at it. That other plane that the YouTuber made in his video, he could fly it. I struggle to do that as well. If you know any tips, that would be appreciated. So we can try first person. That is not fun. Oh, I'm upside down. Right, I should put a motion sickness warning probably. Okay. Oh, I'm not even like controlling it. That's why it was so bad. My A and D keys have stopped working. Okay, now they've come back. Okay. I'm flying again. I think most of these Create YouTubers put schematics in their description, but I don't know if anyone would want this thing near their computer. I am trying to roll it, by the way, back to being flat, but it's not really working. You can also make the front propeller a bit faster, but that just makes it harder to control. Also seems like I'm going in circles. Oh, and yeah, this link controller thing just stops working randomly. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one, which will probably be Redstone.